Hello everyone. Hello Dr. Shekhi. I would like to present my presentation under the title Ant Colony Optimization ICO, and I want to thank Dr. Ferna Shekhi again for helping us for everything special about the language. At first uh, we have four headline or highlights: political inspiration of ACO, solving NP hard combinatorial problems, and the third one, the ant colony optimization meta heuristic, and the last one is uh, ICO for the traveling salesman problem. The ant have a swarm intelligent SI, and this is part of artificial intelligent AI. And this study of ant colony optimization is take inspiration from the behavior for real ant colonies and which are used to solve um, to solve discrete optimization problem. And first one introduced by Marco Dorigo in 1992 by applying this method for the traveling salesman problem. That's called TSP, and then use this method for real life complex optimization problems. Now, before starting the presentation or the article or seminar, we must know the behaviors of ants. The ants behavior is stochastic. The behaviors is by indicated by indirect communication, by pheromones path, stigmergy, stigmergy, and explore the search space, limited ability to sense local environment, act currently, uh, constantly and independently. High quality solution emerge via global cooperation. Via global cooperation. Biological inspiration from real to artificial ants. Ant colony distributed system of social insect consists of simple individual colony individual intelligence, and cooperation, stigmergy indirect communication between individuals driven by environment modification. That's now the neighbors double bridge experiment. The number one studies Argentine ants I homeless double bridge from ants to food source. The first case is equal length, double bridge experiments. The first case is equal length. If we have this path from yeast to food, and this path is equal, like 20 centimeter, and have angle 45 degree. We note the ants run for a number of trials and runs and choose each branch because it's equal same number of trial and pheromones. If in the case number 2, we have the double bridge experiment. Number 2, different length. We have a different length from yeast to food. If the path is different length, in the first loop we know the ant divided. This is the nest and this is the food. At T is 1. The case 1. In the loop 1, ant first loop, we know the ant is divided to two paths. One of them is shortcut. This one is shortcut, and the shortcut, and the other is taller, and the other is this one is taller. After this loop, in the T3, we note all the ant is choose the shortcut, and the faster, and the shorter and the faster path. This one is the shorter and faster path. That is because the pheromone trail is still fresh and in this path, and a lot of them in this path in contrast to the other path in which is dried up of the pheromone. And the pheromone of the ants always is used in travel of ant, and this is a chemical secreted by the ant to keep its tracks for a certain period of time. Double bridge experiment. Majority of ants follow the short path. This is the headline: Solving NP hard combinatorial problem. Combinatorial optimization. Find value of discrete variables. Optimizing a given objective function. Combinatorial optimization. Double I is equal S and F omega problem instance. S set of candidate solution. F objective function. Omega set of constraint. Double I set of visible solution with respect to omega. Find globally optimal visible solution. S is start NP hard combinatorial trail problem cannot be exactly solved in polynomial time approximate method. Generate near optimal solution in reasonable time. No formal theoretical guarantees Approximate method heuristic. Approximate method, constructive algorithm, and local search. The first one is constructive algorithm. Add components to solution incrementally. Example, greedy heuristic. Add solution components with best heuristic estimate. And the second one, local search. Explore explore neighborhoods of complete solution. Improve current solution by local changes. First improvement, best improvement. What is a meta-heuristic? A set of algorithm concepts can be used define heuristic method applicable to a wide set of problems. Example of meta-heuristic. This is used of meta-heuristic. Simulated annealing, taboo search, treated local search, evaluationary computing, computation, and colony optimization, uh, particle swarm, particle swarm optimization, and etc. The IC, the ant colony optimization meta-heuristic. A colony of artificial ants cooperate in finding good solution. Finding good solution. Each ant sample agent, each ant sample agent, ants communicated indirectly using stigmergy. Stigmergy. That means indirectly and using stigmergy. Comparatorial optimization problem mapping number one. Combinatorial problem S f omega t time depending constraints uh, example dynamic problem goal find globally optimal visible solution S star minimization problem mapped on another problem. Yes. The problem mapping number two is C is equal C1 and C2 etc. C and C define set of components state of problem sorry x is equal x less than c ci c and cj etc to c h etc less than x more than n and phi. Set of candidate solution as the core or let x. Number three, problem mapping. Number three, set of visible x is equal or less than x. We can complete x into a solution specificate omega 2 non-empty sets of optimal solution. Start combinatorial optimization problem mapping for x is states as candidate solution x visible states start optimal solution. The number five problem mapping. Number five, cross GST for each. In most cases, ST FSTGC is completely connected graph. C set of components. LH fully connecting the components connection, and GC is construction graph. Number five, or the last one, a problem marked by componential optimization, artificial ants building solution by performing randomized work on GCCL. Construction graph. Each component Ci or connection Ij have associated heuristic information and Fermat trail. This one, Fermat trail. Heuristic information a priori information about problem does not depend on the ants on component C1 and 1 on connection I and meaning cost of adding components to the current solution. And we have the Fermat trail. Long-term memory about the entire search process on components C1, CI, on connection, this one, IJ and TIJ, updates the ant. Artificial ants, stochastic, stochastic, stochastic constructive procedure. Build solution by moving on GC has finite memory for implementing constraint omega t evaluation solution, memorizing its path. Artificial ants number two has a start state X, has termination condition EK from state uh, XR movies X moves XR moves to a node from the neighborhood and XR stop if some EK are satisfied. Artificial answer number three. Select a move with a probabilistic rule depending on pheromone trail and heuristic information of neighbor components and connection memory construction omega constraint omega. Artificial number four can update pheromone on visited components nodes and connection aids and act concurrently independently. The ant colony optimization meta-heuristic while not do stop. Construct ant solution update pheromones daemon action. A colony of ants builds a set of solution. Solution are evaluating use the objective function update pheromones. Two oppositive mechanisms pheromone disposed pheromone evaporation update pheromone pheromone deposit and increase pheromone values on visited components and or connection. Increase probability to select visited components later. Update pheromones evaporation. Decrease pheromones trail on all components connection by a same value. Forgetting avoid rapid convergence to suboptimal solution. Demon action. Optimal constellize action, e.g., local optimization and listing. Details later. The ant colony optimization is used for this application. Traveling salesman problem is that called TSP, coordinate quadratic segment graph coloring multiple knapsack set covering maximum click pen packing and etc. The headline. This is the last part of this presentation. The ant colony optimization for the traveling salesman problem. Yeah, that means ICO for the TSP. TSP problem. TSP and is mean cities. Set the note cities. Very. This one and that means cities. I is fully connection and white graph G is equal the cities and the fully connection of n. Each are each are fully connection of all cities. Each R has a white Dij distance problem. Find minimum length simulation circuit. TSP construction graph identical to the problem graph. CT is equal and length is a set of all possible partial tour constraint. All cities have to be visited. Constraint. All cities have been visited, and each city only once. Enforcing a law only to go to new nodes. For Montreal, distributability of visiting city J directly after I. Holistic information and is one Dij used in most Aquaphor TSP. Solution construction again we have select random start city add visited cities it relatively until a complete tour is built. ICO algorithm for TSP ant system elitist ant system rank based ant system ant colony system maximum minimum ant system. This is the first one by ant system. Pheromone internalization Tij is equal m CNN, where number of ants, CNN path length of nearest neighbor algorithm, tour construction by ant system. Ant K is located in cities I is the neighborhood of cities. That's this is equation J N I K and probability to go to a city. This equal is tour construction compare hunching by this equation. That is the A is represented the greedy algorithm and B beta is only hormone is at work quickly leads to stagnation. And system update hormone trail evaporation for all contraction. This equation and evaporation rate prevents convergence to suboptimal solution. Update from on trade deposit. TK is path of ant K. CK length of path TK. Ant deposit formon on visited arcs. And this correlation otherwise and the best elitist ant system best as so far and deposit the hormone on each iteration. Like this equation, rank based ant system. Rank all ants, each ants deposit amounts of pheromone proportional to ants rank. Maximum and minimum ant system. Only iteration best or best so far ants deposits hormone. Hormone trail are limited to the interval T minimum T maximum. Ant colony system differs from ant system in 3 points. More aggressive tour construction rule, only best ant appropriate and deposit hormone local hormone update. Ant colony system tour construction. This J like ant system. Otherwise, max and number two local formats update by this calculation. This is the chart of the time and second time tour length comparing and system variants. Current ant colony operation optimization research activity new application theoretical proof. Thank you for your kind attention. Thank you for Dr. Sheikhi for attention.